Saint Augustine lived in the 300s back in Europe. Saint Augustine, we call him Saint Augustine now, but he was no saint in his teenage and his grown-up years. Today we remember him as one of the most significant Christian thinkers after the Apostle Paul. He was that stayed and focused upon Christ when he came to know Christ. But oh my goodness, he lived a wild, wild lifestyle. You talk about a hedonist. St. Augustine was a hedonist. He lived for his own pleasures. He was a womanizer. He did every sin possible. But his mom, his mother, was a Christian. And his mom prayed for her son Augustine. Prayed over and over and over, came before the Lord, said, God, would you take his heart? Would you get a hold of his heart? In fact, so much, he maybe came on a little strong that he left his hometown. He went to another town, lived his lifestyle, sowed his wild oats, but mom even moved to that town, prayed for her son once again, and she prayed so much, so hard, that he couldn't help but hear and feel the power of God in his life. And so, long story short, became a Christian and started living faithfully for the Lord. Struggled at first, but then became a solid Christian. And one day, years later, he went back to his hometown. He was in his hometown where he had just done all of his past life and all his living and womanizing and other things like that. He's walking down the streets and he hears this voice yell, "Hey, Augustine! Hey, Augustine! It's me! It's me!" And as he's walking down the street, he recognizes that voice as one of the women that he used to be involved with and run around partying with. And so he kept on walking. She yells, "Hey, Augustine, it's me." She comes running across the street, jumps right in front of him and says, "Hey, Augustine, woo, it's me." Right? As though, remember me, it's me. Tries to look away, but he catches her eye. She gets right in front of him, realizing he now needs to address her. He turns around and he looks at her. He says, "The man that you are asking for, I'm sorry, he died years ago. The man you are looking for is not me. That is not who I am." And he keeps walking.